Okay, August 3rd. So I hit the road in the morning. I didn't really know where I was going, just knew that I was headed east some more. And it was such a beautiful drive, such a beautiful country. And I found myself pulling over at a little place that said Rossport. And I just thought it would be a good little place to stop and cool off and look at the beach. And it turned out to be a beautiful spot to pull out and go paddleboarding. So I did my intention on the water, and yeah, just really set the intention of floating with the wind, because I recognized that I was already doing that. And so, yeah, like the water was so crystal clear and so beautiful. And then the wind brought me over to a place, a little island that had really green, like emerald green water. And yeah, it was so beautiful. And there was also some really deep blue water in the middle, and it was just so beautiful, and it just ever changing, right? Like just going with it and just seeing the different things that came along, and just really being aware of what was around me, being aware of the wind picking up on me so that I had to know that I could plan my way back. So I went across between the two different islands, and I guess one's kind of mainland, but it really made you have to think because the wind was so strong. I didn't want to get blown away into the middle of Lake Superior and be stuck there. So yeah, I really had to plan going across the wind, so that I always had the island at my back in case I did get blown away with the wind. But yeah, just that planning really made me feel strong and powerful, like because I was in charge. I was commanding the day, the movement. The I wasn't getting blown away, even though the wind was trying to. So yeah, that was a really powerful feeling. Ended up having a chat with a guy sitting there having coffee on his dock, and what a beautiful way to wake up and have morning coffee is on the edge of Lake Superior. Oh my gosh. But we had a great little chat, and I asked him what brings him happiness, and he literally just gestured out into the water and gestured out over Lake Superior. So yeah, it was such a beautiful paddling, and yeah, I could just have stayed there the whole day, but I got out and hit the road again, and just really enjoyed the drive. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And every time you come over a hill and you see the lake out over in front of you, and the trees and the rocks, the red rocks, and the different layers of the different rocks, and there's just so much to see as you're driving along. It's so beautiful. And I ended up in Wawa, and I went to go grab some dinner. I decided on some Chinese food, and I got there about 5 minutes before they closed, so I wasn't able to eat there. But I asked where I could go sit at a park or something, and she just said, "Oh, just around the corner." So I went out and I go eat my food, and literally just sit down at the lake and at the park there, the Wawa Lake, and this beautiful rainbow, like just absolutely covering the whole lake, just from one side to the other. Like we saw the whole rainbow. It was so beautiful, and yeah, I just stayed there. It was so bright and so nice, and it just was like this little private moment. There was maybe about six of us there on the beach at that moment, and it was just this little private rainbow just for us, is what it felt like, and it was just so beautiful. So the lady beside me, she says, "Oh my God, wow, in Wawa, it's Wawa." It's Wawa. I don't know. She had a chuckle over it, and it was cute. So I agreed. It was very much wow, and yeah, so beautiful. And so we're going with the wind, flowing with the wind, took me to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.